I make this public. Public. There we go. Okay, so we are learning Docker and ECS today on AWS. And I found a neat article to follow. So I just set up a basic Flask app using the just like a Docker tutorial here. And so I cloned this GitHub repo, and now I have this Flask app on local here. And it just contains a Docker file that does some pretty basic stuff. So, you know, just installing your dependencies, exposing your port, yada, yada, yada. So if I run this, where is it? Oh, wait, stopped responding. So let me run this. Okay, so we're on, so that's the container port, but we're on port 8888. Now if I refresh this, we should get a cat every time. Lovely. And we're seeing the GET request come down over here. So everything looks to be working correctly here. So the goal is, you know, I'm running this on my local right now, but what I want to be able to do by the end of this is have this set up so that it's on an EC2 machine on AWS. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. So let me just kill this process. And does that actually kill it? Or do I need to actually do something different? Can't remember. Yeah, so it's still running. I think there's a specific command I need to run. Stop. Stop it. Okay, it's not being very nice to me. Okay, so now it's down. Perfect. So the article to just like set up this basic app is over here. Just dockercurriculum.com, our first image, and you just basically clone the repo and then run docker build and then just run it with your username being here, obviously. And then that'll basically produce what I just did. And so the tutorial that I want to follow is from this guy that I found that was pretty cool. I was reading a little bit about just ECS in general, just how it works and yada, yada, yada. But we're just going to be experimenting with stuff here. So this is like a pretty fresh perspective. So for those of you that are just joining, the goal here today is to deploy this cat app that is right here. Just a local Docker file that you know, shows a random cat every time you refresh it. So I'm going to deploy that to ECS. I'm going to set up a repository, going to set up whatever I need to set up. So let's figure it out. So we did this. I probably don't need this anymore, but I'll just keep that around. Just making sure my... Let me know if this isn't big enough, by the way, if you want me to make anything bigger here. One second. All right. So that's a user that I created previously that just has access to ECS completely, because I think I needed it at some point here. So let's take a look at this. So in this article, I'll guide you on how to deploy a Docker container on ECS using ECR. Be more familiar with these short terms in a few minutes. Okay. ECS is a highly scalable fast container management service that makes it easy to run and manage Docker containers on a cluster of Amazon EC2 instances and eliminates the need to operate your own cluster management, worry about scaling management infrastructure. In order to reliably store Docker images in AWS, ECR provides a managed Docker registry service. So this sounds similar to what you would think for Docker Hub, I believe is the name. Let me just check something here on my other screen. Last time I did a live stream, it was doing like a duplicate thing, and I want to make sure that's not happening again. Okay, so there's only one live one. Good. All right. ECR is a private Docker repository with resource-based permissions using IAM so that users or EC2 instances can access repositories and images through Docker CLI to push, pull, and manage their images. If you want to read more, yada, yada, yada. So what do we have to do? So we need to create a repository on ECR, and that's to push our Docker image to. So that's the equivalent of Docker Hub. We need to Dockerize the Python application. Probably going to skip this. Push it on ECR, Elastic Cloud Registry. So actually push an instance onto like an EC2 machine, I guess in this case. And then deploy that container on an ECS node. Okay, the nodes are the machines, I suppose. But okay, create a repository. So what is ECR? It's a fully managed Docker container registry, yada, yada, yada. Makes it so you don't need your own repository. It hosts your images, yada, yada. Integrates with IAM, resource level control, okay. No upfront fees or commitments. You only pay for the amount of data you store in your repositories and data transferred to the internet, okay. How do I create a repository? Yes, first question. You can use the AWS CLI to issue commands at your system's command line to perform ECS and AWS tasks. This can be faster and more convenient than using the console. The command line tools are also for building scripts. Okay, so let me just make sure I have the right version installed. Is it 2? Make this a little bigger. Hold on. Okay, version 2, good. All right, so open PowerShell terminal, type the following command to create a new repository called Python app AWS. All right. You must specify a region. You can also configure a region by using AWS configure. Uh-oh, okay. Let's say US East 1. Access denied, blah, blah. ECR create repository on resource. Okay, so let's go fix that. So IAM. This was the user I made. So what do I need to give it? ECR create repository. Add permissions, attach, create. Oh wait, I wonder if there's one. What is this? This doesn't seem like what I want. Elastic container. Really? Elastic? Usually they have like a pre-built one that has everything you need, but maybe not. That's what I added to it previously. There was one that had Elastic in it. Go back. Yeah, ECS full access. This is what I added earlier. You're telling me this doesn't give you ECR access too? Okay. Attach. Create. ECR. Elastic container registry. Oh, it's registry. I thought it was repository. But that doesn't really matter. Create. Should I give this everything? I know I always say don't. You know what? I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to follow my own rules. Oh, it's complaining now that the best practice here is to specify a repository ARN, but we don't have a repository ARN, so how would this even work? So that doesn't even make any sense. So you can click any, or you can do all. I'm going to do all. And this is ECR create access. And if you don't know what I'm doing here, or if you're just tuning in, you don't know AWS really well, like IAM is the management system, like authentication for, authorization, I guess it would be, for different AWS resources, so different permissions for different services. So you need to like fine-grainedly select the permissions that you have associated with the user before you can kind of do a bunch of these things. Oh, I didn't realize my screen may be blocking in some cases. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Anyways, so I created the policy. Now I need to attach it to the user, right? Add. Attach existing. And then what did I just call it? ECR something? There it is. Create access. Review. Add. Create access. Good. So let's try this again. More? What? Oh, I think there's like some space in there that's causing a problem. Let's just call this test. What is going on there? Let me close these, close these. What was I looking at? Okay. Oh, it already exists. So this must have succeeded at some point here, and maybe it didn't want to tell me. So let's go to ECR now and see what I did. By the way, if you guys have any questions or anything, or you want to know about anything, feel free to ask in the chat. Maybe it's just under ECR. There. Registry. Oh, I need to be on US East 1. Don't forget your regions. Oh, cool. So I guess I created both. Oh, look, yeah, one after another. I'm going to delete this one. Delete. So the one I'm using is the test repository then, which I called right there. So that's good. What now? Wait, hold on. Let's just poke around. What is this thing anyways? So this is just the hub, right? Where you maintain your images. So I guess you can have different versions, different tags, all that kind of stuff that you typically see with Docker. So let's go back to what this guy is saying. Go to the console and search for ECR and services. We did it. And click on repository so you can see your repository has been created. We did do that. Right? We did. It's called test. And here's the RN of it. Okay, so Dockerize. Okay, so he's got some other thing that he's going to do here. That's fine. We have our own Docker thing. Let's see how this goes. Ensure you've installed the latest version of the CLI for Docker for more information. Sure. Authenticate build tag push. Retrieve the login command to use to authenticate your Docker client to your registry. Use AWS Tools for PowerShell. Do I need to run this? Wait a sec. Docker tag. What is this thing? Never even seen a command like that before. Okay, this isn't real. Wait, so what do you have to do here? Authenticate your Docker client to your registry. Use AWS Tools for PowerShell. What's that? AWS Tools for PowerShell. I've never seen this before. Let developers and administrators manage AWS services and resources, blah, 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 blah. Now you can manage your AWS resources with the same PowerShell tools you use to manage your Windows. Oh, okay. I don't want to get this, to be honest with you. But what are we trying to do? Like ECR login command? Like, what is this? Let's test my Google magic. What am I Googling for? AWS ECR Docker auth. Oh, this looks good. Authenticating ECR repositories, and it's from AWS. I like it. What are you saying, Danielle? Hey, look, we have almost the same name. Okay. We're learning more about this. Most commonly, developers use the Docker CLI to push and pull. Oh, I get it. Okay, so what we're trying to do is just authenticate so that we can push our Docker image to the repository. So I assume this kind of happens when you push a new commit or whatever, and you update your source. You would need to do this too to deploy your new image to the cloud. So they use Docker CLI to pull images or automate. Because Docker CLI does not support standard AWS authentication methods, client authentication must be handled so that ECR knows who is requesting to push or pull an image. This can be done with a Docker login command to authenticate to an ECR registry that provides an authorization token valid for 12 hours. This seems reasonable. One of the reasons, okay, plain text file can be accessed if the system is impaired. Essentially gives access to the images. Okay, so it just rotates the keys out. To access other account registries, I'll put a Docker login command to authenticate your Docker. Is that all I need to do? What did that do? What is this? Whoa. Do I even need this is the question. Why is it keep on doing that? Okay. There's like some spaces in there. There we go. Docker login. Okay, wait. Is this even right? Docker credential helper. Cred store EDS login. Registry IDs. But what am I logging into? Like, what is this supposed to produce? Is this like an old version of the CLI or something? Maybe this is an outdated thing. This is from 2016. Hold on. Because it's called like get login, right? What is this? Oh wait, is this something I shouldn't be doing on stream? Let me just pull this to the side really quick. Maybe I'm giving stuff away that I shouldn't be. Well, give me a second, guys. Get login. Okay, so I need, so the error I'm getting, okay, hold on. This isn't anything confidential here. So I'm missing another permission. So I'm missing, okay, so I should have just given myself full access. I knew this was going to screw me over. Oh my God. Why is window management so hard? Like, look at this. Look at me. I'm like a fool here. I'm trying to make this snap. God. All right. Excuse my little episode. Okay, so what do we need to do? I need to give myself full access, right? Or at least more than what I currently have. So let me just attach a new policy here to this guy. Or can I just edit the JSON? Oh, there it is. So what I need is get authorization token. ECR get authorization token. Do I need to create another line? I can't. I think I need to create another line, don't I? I always forget. Pretty sure. ECR get authorization token. Okay. It contains an error. What error? Allow. The statement IDs are not unique. Oh. 1. Nice. Okay, so let's save that. And then users, ECR. Now this has get authorization token. All right, now I'm gonna bring it away again, just in case, because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I don't want like a bajillion-dollar bill. Okay, so it just spit out like a massive hash. Okay, it's asking me for my account ID. What's my account ID? I don't know. Here? Oh, I guess it's it's right here. I'm an idiot. Give me a sec. What was it again? It's that. Sorry guys, I'm on my other screen here for a sec, just in case this is something I'm not supposed to be giving away or whatever. Okay, so it worked, basically. Login succeeded, it says. Here, I'll copy paste it. Login succeeded. Yay. Okay, so it looks like I logged in. That's good. Now I guess I can bring this back. Wait, if I do it again, can you guys? Yeah, okay, so I can bring this back now. You guys can see what I'm doing. You just basically run like get login, blah, blah, blah. And since I'm auth now with a particular user on my AWS configure, this just spits out that. So we're in. We're in, boys. How many people are watching? Hey, 10 people. Hello, people. I think that's the most I've ever had. Okay, now what? Let's go back. After the build completes, tag your image so that you can push the image to this repository. Make sure to replace the name ID from your unique URL from the repository. So ID being ARN. So, and I think mine is called test, right? So I gotta swap some things here. So test here. Oops. Oh, I'm used to some commands that aren't available right now. And I guess I'm on US East 1. And, okay, so I'll get my ID in a sec. So it's test latest. And what's my account ID? 755. Don't ask me why I'm not copying and pasting it. 314965794. No such image latest. Oh, no. Oops. Oh wait, did I build? Build. Oh, I need to be in the right directory. Where's my Docker file? It's inside Flask app. Let me just raise this up a little bit here so you guys can see. Goddamn Windows. CD Flask app, and then build, right? Really Docker, okay, sure. And then no such image test latest. Do I need to take this off? Tag test. Something seems wrong there. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm copying this exactly right. And let me just copy my account ID in case I'm a fool. Oh wait, do I need to go get a link to my repository? Is that why? I'm probably mistyping something. Registry. So here it is, right? Oh, I need to copy this. Okay. Hold on, let's start from scratch again. So he said, did I do this? Did I tag? Oh, this is what I was doing. Okay, yeah. So Docker tag, let's do this manually. Docker tag, and my thing is called test, right? And now I want latest version of test, and now I want my ARN, which is here, right? That's what he's doing. Yeah, it looks the same. Docker/test. Oh, okay. Do I just need to put latest on? What do I need to build latest? How does this work? Oh, right. Sorry, I'm using this thing called, I'm naming it this, but I need to be naming it test. Right, because or I guess I could have pointed it. Okay, so now it's built this okay, so now I have test latest. Oh, okay. So what I think was going on was that when I built it before, it's called like AWS simplify /cadnip, whatever. I was just following that tutorial. But that's like the name of my image, right? The built image. So now if I try to do this again, I think this will work. Yeah. Okay, so it worked. Now, let's see. Did anything happen? No. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's just the first step. That's just tagging. Something else now. Docker push. Okay, so now we're pushing it up. Tag parts to identify the version of the pushes. For example, I've pushed 2 images called latest and v2. And I have a killer headache right now. We're making progress here. We're not going nowhere. So we want to push, right? But I need my ARN again. Let me make this smaller. And I want you guys to be able to see well. So he's saying do this. Obviously, I need to swap some things out. So I just need my ARN again. Need this. And then I'm going to be taking out this garbage. Docker push. Test latest, right? Hey. Something's happening. Wait. Oh no. Initiate layer upload. Damn. This is my nightmare. Okay. I was so close. Okay, we're giving it more permissions here. We're just gonna be bad boys and give it everything it needs. ECR initiate upload layer. Oh, is there like a session token or something? I may have to wait a minute or something. But let me just add, just as a precaution, that one specifically. ECR initiate layer upload. Okay. Save changes. That's it, right? There we go. We are uploading, and with my horribly slow internet connection, I apologize. Oh my god, 509 megabytes. Well, it's a good time to ask questions, boys. Because I don't got the greatest internet. Hey Mohammed, it's 2 a.m. here. I'll watch the record in the morning. Thank you. Yeah, man. Let me know if you have any questions afterwards. Yeah, so maybe... Oh no, I hope like my stream isn't dying right now, because it's like destroying my internet connection. Can you guys still hear me? But anyways, sorry guys if you can still hear me. I think this upload is just destroying my internet, so just give it a couple minutes here. It should be over. But if you can still hear me, like in Canada, the internet is just insane. I pay like $70 for a 75 megabit down and 10 up. It's like highway robbery. There was actually an interesting graph on Reddit the other day. Not a graph, but a map. It was something along the lines of, what's it called? Cost per gigabyte from telco providers by country. And Canada was right up there as one of the highest ones. US wasn't too far behind. But I used to live in the US, and I can tell you with certainty, internet in the US wasn't this expensive for what you get. You actually got like half decent internet for like $40. But here, it's just like, there's a couple companies in Canada that basically have monopolies of the entire internet space. And the government is basically in cahoots with them. So you end up with having to pay $70 like I am right now for this, you know, obviously suboptimal connection. Should write my politician. We're almost there. Does anyone have any questions so far, by the way? It's a good time to ask. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Let's check out what's happening on ECR, though. Like, does it show up at least? No, I guess it's like an all or nothing kind of thing. Once it's done, it's done. Oh man, this headache. So let's see what we're going to be doing next in the meantime. Before you can run Docker containers on ECS, you must create a task definition. You can define multiple containers and data volumes in a task definition. More information about the parameters available in a task definition, see task definition parameters. Task definition, create a new one, select capabilities, Fargate. Oh no, I don't want to do Fargate. I want to try EC2. Whoa. And then there's a whole bunch of other things. Okay, so then you create the task, which is like a pointer to, like, what is a task definition? Is a task definition associated with an image? Let's check it out. ECR task. Task definitions. Task definition examples. I don't want an example. I want to know what it is. A task is the instantiation of a task definition within a cluster. After you have created a task definition for your application, you can specify the number of tasks that will run on your cluster. Okay, so it's like a schematic or like a template for probably instances of containers, is what I think. Is this almost done? Please God. Okay, it's almost done. Thanks for hanging with me, boys. But then that's the question, what is the task definition? Here we go. Task definition is required to run Docker containers in ECS. Some of the parameters you can specify in a task definition include the Docker image to use with each container in your task, how much CPU and memory to use with each task or each container within a task. Okay. So I guess the next step after this is to create a task definition followed by creating a cluster. So let's just wait for this to finish, like 10 seconds here, and then we'll see what's next. Are you done? Yay! Refresh. Hey. Oh, yeah, okay, that was it, right? Latest. Cool. 340. I just uploaded a lot more than that. 341 megs? Okay, so that worked. That's great. I'm just going to copy this guy. Can I put it somewhere? Well, I guess I can do anything now in these local files, right? Because I've already pushed. So now I can just treat this as a little playground. Okay, so now the next thing is, it said create a task definition, right? But he's doing it with Fargate. You know what, I'm just gonna try and screw through this and see if I can get it working. Okay. Task definition specify the container information for your application. Let's just see what happens. Create a new price based on task size. So Fargate is the thing, if I recall correctly, that it makes it so that you don't need to worry about the EC2 machines that you're running your containers on. It's kind of like an abstraction. So what happens is that AWS will, they have a pool of EC2 machines, and if you use Fargate, then that you're deploying onto that pool, right? The good part about that is you don't need to worry about like patching them or them being exposed to the internet or like security holes or anything. But the cons is that it's more expensive, I would assume, than EC2. So let's try EC2 first. Next step, task definition name. Specifies which containers are included in your task and how they interact with each other. You can also specify data volumes for your containers to use. Cool. Task definition, cat app task. Role. I don't think I need that. Network mode. I don't know. Task memory. 128. One vCPU. Really? Is this how you actually do this? This is nuts. Okay. Oh, okay, so add a container. So here's probably where you add your image. Right. So cat app, well, my app is called test, right? So let's be consistent. So test image. And what was my ARN? Let me just duplicate this real quick and let's go find that. Who's this? Memory limits? Sure. Private. Okay, so if you have a private repository, you may need to use key master service. Oh, this is important. The container runs on port 5000, right? Yeah. So the container's on port 5000, and we said we wanted to do 8888. Health check. Not going to do that. Not going to do this unless I have to. Network settings. I don't want to disable network. Don't need any of that. Security. Okay, no. Wow, I'm probably missing a ton of stuff right now. Constraints. We're not doing that. We're not. Holy crap. There's a ton of stuff here. I just want to do like the basics. Okay. Cat app task. Cool. So that's a summary. Now what else was this guy saying? So we created one. Fargate. We're not doing Fargate. So yeah, he copied the image container in. I don't think he said anything about the ports though. What is this? After you create the task definition, look like this one on the dashboard. Just see if ours looks like that. Yeah, mine just has the EC2, right? Bridge on, okay, so default network mode. This all seems well and good. Task CPU. 1000 CPU units? Something's wrong there. Okay, I better delete this as soon as I'm done. Wait a second. Maybe I should run task, update service. So what else did he say here? I think you need to create a service or something. Okay, so he's got a same kind of thing. 256 of 256 CPU units. Okay, so that's just like their abstraction. So then you need to create a service, right? And then the service, I think, is what deploys the nodes. So let's try it. Or cluster, I think it is. Yeah, it's cluster. Cluster has the, right, cluster has the hardware. That's like your hardware cluster. And then you have your service, which is like transaction service or customer service or, you know, anything that you want to build. So you can have multiple services running on the same cluster. So that, what is this? EC2 Linux plus networking. Yeah, so it needs to be in the default VPC because the default VPC has internet access in AWS by default. So you can call into it. So, whoa. Test cluster. Definitely don't want these big boys. I want a T3 micro. That's good. That's free. Root, EBS, sure. Key pair. I'm not going to SSH. I don't care. So no new VPC. Use my default. Put it in a subnet. Okay. Subnet string. Create a new security group. Use my default one. Please, sir. And the default one should have access from the internet. That's just why I want to use that. Create and use ECS instance role. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just click and see what happens. T3 micro. Yeah, that looks good. Auto scaling group pending. Did I create an auto scaling group? I don't think I did. Launch configuration. What are you, little friend? I think it should be spinning up the host now. Hey, where are we? Wait, EC2 dashboard. Running instances? Okay, no, it's not there yet. What did I just click on? View cluster. Refresh. Service. Oh, okay, so now I create the service. Wait, but don't I need to add like a machine? Does that come before or after? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so that answers my question. So it comes before. So this is it, right? ECS test cluster. That's what I just created. Cool. Can I like ping this? Oh, you know what? I screwed with my path earlier. My ping's not going to work. It's okay. But it should be. Oh wait, I can probably curl. Is curl in here? Oh, curl. Oh. That is not working. URI prefix is not identified. Okay, that's fine. Whoa. I don't know what that just did. I think I clicked some key combination that I shouldn't have. Clear. Let's see how far I can get. So I have my tasks, right? I have my service, is what I said I was going to create. So create service. Okay, here we go. EC2, cat app, revision 1, service name, cat app service. And tasks should be the number of containers. So what does it say? For replica services, set the number of instantiations of the specified task definition to place and keep running on your cluster. For daemon services, this is automatically set to the number of container instances. Okay, minimum healthy, blue-green. So this is more specifications on how you want to deploy stuff. AZ balance spread. This is if you have multiple machines on where you want to place them in your availability zones. Leave that default. Click next. One task, please. What am I missing now? Health check grace period. So does it come with a grace load balancer by default? Oh, here we go. Oh, you can pick. That's awesome that this comes out of the box. This makes it really convenient. What does this do? Oh, this is if you have your own domain, I assume. Oh wait, do I need this? I don't know if I need this. I may come back to that. Configure auto scaling to adjust your service's desired count. I may come back later to screw with that. Wait. Configure network. Okay. Next step. So test cluster, cat app service, replica. Okay, everything's looking good. Okay, view service. What is happening? Something's doing something. It's pending. Something's happening, guys. Let's get excited. Running. What does that mean? Did I do it? Wait, I need the public IP of this. And isn't it just like port 8888 or something? This could be because of multiple problems. Is it HTTPS? No. I think it's either because of my network problem, or it may have been that thing that I just said that like, hey, I need to make sure I do that. That network discovery thing. Let me try that first, and then I'll look at the security groups and what's going on there. I don't think I need this anymore. But this looks right, yeah? Test cluster, services, yeah, ECS, it's there. Memory available, okay. Services. So how did I do this before? Oh, I need to like edit it, right? I don't want to edit tags. Oh, okay, click into it. Oh wait, maybe I just have to give it a minute. Maybe it actually is working. No. Damn. Auto scaling. Like, how do I edit this? Can I not edit it after it's created? What is this? Or does it have to be in like stop state? What is this nonsense? It says it's got running tasks. I don't want to have to delete this and start again. It's kind of dumb. Oh, update. Usually it's like modify or something. What the hell? Force new deployment? What does this do? Whether or not to force a new deployment of the service. Okay. Sure. Oh, it could be a problem with my port mapping stuff too. Gotta check that out. Wait, where was the network stuff? Was that on the service or the cluster? Uh-huh. I think it was on the cluster. Shit. Cluster. No, okay, I need to go back. There we go, update cluster. What the hell is this? No. Is it the task definitions? Network mode, everything looks good. Instance ID. It's got the right container. So like that's the link to it. But it's obviously not accessible. Where was that thing that I saw where I needed to enable discovery? I don't know where that setting was. It was somewhere throughout this. No. Capacity providers, tags, scheduled tasks, metrics. That's pretty cool, actually. Not under the instance. Group EC2. That just brings us to the task. Oh, here was the port mapping. Do I need to open up my security groups? Let me check what this is in. View inbound and outbound. View inbound. Ports all. Okay, so it should be accessible. So it's accessible through the security group. What about the route table? The section is always too small. Where do I see that, the routing stuff? CPUs. Status checks. Public IP. It's in this subnet. Okay, so internet's going through the internet gateway. Seems right. Let me try to tear this down and redo it with network discovery on. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of all this. Now at least I kind of know what I'm doing. How do I delete this? Delete. Delete. Me. Oh no. Deleting cluster resources. This may take a few minutes. Okie doke. Hello, I wanted to drop by and say I finally did it. At 17, I got the Cloud Practitioner and Solutions Architect Associate. Thank you for your videos. Hey man, no problem. I'm glad you were able to do that. That's a big accomplishment. Congratulations, Arturo. Let's give this a minute here. Maybe I can probably open up another guy in the meantime. So I think what it has to do is like tear these machines down too. Anything that's in here. Yeah, so you see it shutting down when you turn that off. So it's probably just waiting for like a health check. Yeah, so terminated. Taking its sweet time. It's still there. There we go. Oh, no. The heck? That was weird. Okay, so let's try that again. So we have this task definition. I think this was fine. I don't think I screwed anything up here. Let's just double check it. Network mode default, EC2, task execution rule. This doesn't matter. Test image. This is fine. So this isn't the issue, but let me just, I want to see what happens here. None, network. Oh. Oh, I think I needed this. Your containers in the task will share an ENI using the common network stack. Port mappings can only specify container ports. Any existing host port specifications will be removed. Maybe this is what I need? Let me just add like a thing. VPC mode. Everything else I'm going to keep the same. Unless I find that discovery thing, which I will enable. Okay, let's try this. That's it, right? Did it work? Oh. Okay, so now we're on the cat app task VPC. So let's go back to cluster. Just skim through this really fast. EC2 Linux networking, cluster VPC subnets. Yep. Next. Not that. I want a T3 micro. Cluster name is app cluster. I don't know. One instance. Sure. Use the same VPC. Use the default security group. Oh. Maybe I needed this. Stop, terminated, hibernated. Oh, I think I did need that. Okay. ECS instance role. Okay, great. So now, again, it should start spinning up the machine. I don't know why I had headphones on that entire time. Like, my head was sweating. It's really hot in this room. Let me get rid of some junk I have up here. Okay, so it should be bringing up a new one. All right, there we go. So it's initializing. So let's give that a minute. So you can see in his example, he's running 3 instances of one, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, and then he added auto scaling with a load balancer. That's pretty awesome. Maybe I'll try that after this. I just want it working like at least one machine, you know? Initializing. It says it's done over here. But anyways, I don't think we need to wait for that to create the service. So let's just do that now. Fargate, EC2, cat app task, service name, cat app service. Number of tasks, 1. Rolling update, AZ balance, next. Let's put a load balancer. Sure. Oh, here was the thing. Service discovery. Discoverable via DNS, yes. Local, my VPC. Create new discovery service, sure. Task date to row 53. Okay. This seems like a bad idea. Let's actually not do that. Classic. Oh, you already have to have one, it seems. So you can set up auto scaling with this too, so that it can scale up to multiple different users or multiple different instances. Pretty cool. Okay, so now it should start deploying that image, I believe, onto them. Or onto the one. So let's see what happens. Running. Steady state. Started the task. Running EC2. Why does it say no network access there? And why does it keep on defaulting to this whenever I come back here? Stop doing that. Oh, look, some settings can only be set on service creation. That's crazy. It's a scam and a half. Okay, so what was I trying to do? I think it was successfully... Okay, so it's passing the health checks. Oh, public IP. Let's just take that. No dice? No dice. Hmm. Okay. I'll let you K on PowerShell. Lame. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe there's something I missed here. Load balancing. I feel like I'm missing some kind of networking thing. But it was port 8888, I think. Yeah, port 5000 was the local for the container, and then port 8888 was the thing. Let me just try that again. Was it HTTP? No, that's not going to work. Wonder what I did wrong. Force new. Oh, did I not? Keep on doing this. Was there anything I could have missed? Oh, wait. Did I pick the right one? Oh, shoot. I picked the wrong one, I think. It is the wrong one. Damn. Okay. Let's fix this. So app cluster. I want to kill app service. Delete. Oh, is this going to cause like a nightmare scenario again where I have to wait all day? Oh, that was nice. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. EC2, cluster, cat, app. So we just basically redid what we did the first time there. That was a big mistake. My bad, everyone. Rolling update. Yeah. Please choose the VPC before configuring load balancers. Oh. Yeah. It's already got a public IP. Do not adjust the service's desired account. Oh, so that you can set it to more. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna try that after. Create service. What did it just do? It just created some rules. What did it just create? I don't know what that just did. But did some. So is it deployed now? Cat app task, tasks, so the task, test image, Doesn't it need a public IP? Let's refresh this. Still no dice. So I can get out. Let's see what he's saying. Task definition, which cluster the service run on, how many tasks should be placed, create a service, basically. Service. Okay. Custom service, then they're running, and then he's creating a load balancer, sure. Ooh. Okay, so he's getting the DNS of his load balancer. Number of replica tasks that we have. Huh. Interesting. Just grab this really quick. Still not sure what the problem is. Oh wait, what? Why is it inactive? Oh, I must have been looking at something else there. Everything seems running, like... Wait, what's going on here? What is this business? I thought I specified the ports here. The thing is, you can't just like modify this stuff very easily, which drives me nuts. So you have to delete this stuff, and then it takes forever. And then while it's doing that, I'm just going to create a new one. Let's do this again. This is my last try before I throw my computer out the window. Last one. Task role, sure. Network mode. If you choose default, ECS will start your container using Docker's default networking mode, which is a bridge on Linux and NAT on Windows. Default is the only supported mode on Windows. This probably matters. CS task execution role 128, 1 VCP. Or I guess you can just say 1024. Why? Oh. $5,000, right? 5,000. Didn't that just work? The hell was that? What's going on here? Sometimes AWS, sometimes... Oh, you know what probably happened? No, that doesn't make any sense. That's just AWS bugging out on us. Let's try a different port. Maybe that's the problem. All right, thank God. Okay, so I just created the task definition. Now cluster, create cluster. This is definitely the right one. Demand T to micro. Linux AMI. Don't need a key pair. What if I need to create a new VPC here? Let's try. If this does not work, I'm gonna have to go do some research and then come back to you guys because I don't know. But I think we're so close. It's just like one stupid setting or one stupid thing that, fortunately, that's the way this kind of stuff goes. You end up grinding your head against the wall or banging your head against the wall trying to figure it out. And then it's like something really dumb and you feel stupid. But here we are. So it's still building the cluster, which is the thing that brings up the machine. But like at a very minimum, we got to play with this a little bit. It's kind of cool. Like I'm sure there's one little semantic that I'm missing, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. And then once I figure it out, I'll create a video. Oh man, I'm so exhausted today. Oh boy. Okay, she's up. Okay, who are you? Great. Cat 1. Go. View service. I need to read about like the theory of this stuff a little more. Okay, so that's button. Yay. Okay, so that's running. Looks fine. Looks all right. Everything good over here? Looks all right. What did I say? 8889? Oops. Ooh, okay, so that's different. It's not timing out this time. It's just refusing it straight up. I did put 8889, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We made some 1 step forward, 10 steps back. Many a times it is about restart for the permissions to take effect. I know what you mean. That definitely, let me try the private IP. Public IP rather. In case it's a DNS problem. No. But it's just refusing the connection. Okay, one more time. Let's try here again. But does this not let me specify the ports if I do it this way? Wait a second. Okay, yeah, that definitely doesn't work. This doesn't seem right. I'm not sure what else to try differently here. Default, none. So if these are different. Okay, screw that. I don't know, it all looks normal. I feel like I'm just clicking around randomly now, not making any real progress. I feel like I need to research something obvious that's missing. Yeah, it could be security group permissions at the instance level. I feel like that's probably what it is. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting kind of exhausted here. But I'm going to look into what happened here, and then maybe next time I'll let you know how I fixed it. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and hopefully you guys learned something. At least we got to deploy it, but unfortunately not run it correctly. So we'll try again maybe tomorrow or the next day. All right, guys, thanks everyone for stopping by. See ya.